So here's the trigger warning. We're going to be talking about toxic relationships and DV. And if you're new here, I'm a diagnosed narcissist and I point out people's toxic traits and behaviors. So today we're going to talk about this young woman right here who ended up losing her life to her allegedly violent ex-boyfriend. Who couldn't stand the fact that she didn't want to be with him anymore. This is said ex, and he's right now locked up because he got so violent that he unalived her in a Food Line parking lot in Lumberton, North Carolina, in front of her children. Just to add context, after he allegedly unalived her, he ran to his baby mama's house. So he had already had someone else. But this is what you get when you're dealing with a lot of narcissists and toxic people. They don't want to see you with anybody else. They become so obsessive with you that they think you belong to them, that they own you. You lose your humanity when you're in a toxic relationship with someone like this because they look at you as property and not as a person. Pause to read, but it says Kayla no longer wanted to be with him and that he was going to make sure she was not with anyone else. Although, remember the end, that he said that he already had a baby mama that he was still kind of involved with. Another trigger warning, you see her face right here. She used to post things like this of a black eye, and allegedly he did this. Just like a lot of violent abusers will do, after they abuse you, they'll send you something like some flowers to apologize. That thing says, please forgive me for that black eye, more than some flowers and a cheap ass card saying, please give me one more chance. And she knew that he was dangerous because she used to post things like this. September 11th of last year, when I die, no, I'm going to because the Robeson County judicial system sucks ass. Please, please, I'm begging y'all, do not separate my kids. She knew she was dealing with a dangerous person. Over a year later, she was posting stuff like this because they're back and forth. They're back and forth stuff, y'all. I tell y'all. The back and forth gets you addicted. Going back and forth, up and down the roller coaster ride of a toxic ass relationship can get you addicted. Listen to this post right here. My heart hurts. My brain won't stop spinning. Paranoid and scared, betrayed. If I make it out of this alive, my girls will never, ever see me hurt again. So her daughters were experiencing this with her as well. She posted this on the 26th. Love is a powerful thing. The brain and the heart can be at the biggest beef. When your heart and your brain are not in alignment, your heart will get you hurt because your heart is based on emotions. Emotions throw logic out the door. They're abusive to me, but I love them. Maybe they can get better. If I love them more, they can get better. But she says it here, if they hit you one time, then leave. They'll do it again. He was posting stuff like this allegedly on his social media. Well, fake bullet holes, whatever, talking about he's going to unalive her. He even took said baby mama to fight her. Took his baby mama to her house to fight her. And then he punched her while they were fighting. In July 2021, she tried to file a restraining order, but he was outside flattening her tires outside the courthouse. They literally got him on camera, allegedly, flattening her tires while she was in the court getting a restraining order. Then he started sending her videos with a belt around his neck, talking about he was going to unalive himself. Crying with a belt around his neck, y'all. Look at this. And sent this to her because nothing else was working. So he started threatening to harm himself. And I tell this to people all the time. If they threaten to harm themselves, they will harm you. Just because they move on to someone else doesn't mean that they will allow you to. Stay safe. I hope this helped. So that was a repost from 2022. We have an update for 2023 this year. So update, he's still currently in jail. This is what he used to look like last year when he got arrested and whatnot, and trying to get bond. This is what it looks like right now. Jail does not look like it's been kind to him. Also, they're going for the death penalty right here for this guy. But also, y'all, I don't know if I said this in the first video, but he also tried, after all the craziness he did to her allegedly and whatnot, he tried to get a restraining order against her. So stay safe out there. Be blessed. And also, y'all, rest in peace to her. Y'all stay safe out there.